Hey guys, welcome back to the Garcia blended family. So I have enlisted Honey's help. He's my happy helper. So we got a whole box of Macintosh apples. Macintosh, sorry. And I know everybody does apples different. Some people have like a processor, a food processor or something they use, and they just quarter the apples and put it in, and then they put it through this machine. I don't do it like that. We go ahead and peel them and core them, and that's just a little of like the fruit preserve. And what we'll do is we'll put those in a pot, and I'll cook those down with lemon juice and some water, and I will just, don't eat my apples. And then if you want to put sweetener in it, I'm going to add some strawberries to some. So I'm going to do some plain, some strawberry, and some cinnamon. I might have to go back for another box of apples. Because we are expecting again, I do like to have applesauce that's for the baby. So we will do some with strawberry. So what we're going to do now is he's working on peeling the apples. And then I will... So the recipe calls for 12-pound batches, and it makes 12 ounces. No, yes, pint. So we want to make the quart. So we'll probably double it. Let me see what my recipe says. It's from the ball book, so it'll do 8 16-ounce pint. I want to do quarts, so that'll make 4. So I will do the first batch. I'll double it, and I'll make cinnamon or strawberry. I'll do one of them first. I don't know, but we'll do them. And I don't want to buy too many apples. They always get fresh apples in, but I don't want to do too many. So it's rainy. We couldn't work on the fence. We're still at the same point on the fence. So I have that dead plant hanging. So we thought, oh, let's just do a box of apple sauces. And he does really good. Like when I did pineapple, he did my pineapple, and he'll cut cucumber. So it just really helps if somebody is helping you, just so you can start. I'm going to start washing the jars, and he's going to cut the apples, and when we get a batch, I'll start cooking down the first batch. So we'll show you how it goes. So while he's doing that, I started a pot, and I have a pot with like 2 cups of water. It's a huge pot, and then I'm just going to add some. So it's 4 tablespoons of lemon juice per what's it called?
Container?
Per batch. So I know I'm going to double it. So I will do 8 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then we will just see how it goes. You can use fresh, or I have some of this real lemon.
Not a sponsor.
So it says 12 pounds. Some people wing it. I'm so worried about like my ratios being okay that I actually do weigh my apples out, my cut and peeled apples. And this is just a fruit. Focus. This is a fresh fruit protector that he's put in his bowl of sliced apples, and as they're weighed out, I will add them to my water over here and just do them in batches, like I said, just because it's easier. So I have a scale, and what I'll do is I'll just do it in pounds and zero this out. Rip that apple. So that's 1 pound. So I didn't realize my camera was off when I was talking, but so the thing that happened was everybody's story, right? So I put too much, I didn't have enough apples in, and I added strawberries, and it just didn't work. So what I did is I added some pumpkin pie seasoning, which is like cloves and cinnamon and extra cinnamon, and I just turned it into, I will make this into like an apple butter. So it just pureed, there was too much water. I should have taken all the water out, or put a lot less, because I didn't quite double it, but I doubled everything out. So oh well, now we're gonna have a ton of apple butter. And so I am just gonna boil this down until, like, you can see, like, it's starting to, like, I can set my fork or my spoon and it starts sitting on it. Now with this, it does get thicker when you put it in the fridge, but I still want it to reduce a little. I mean, it's reduced some, but we definitely want it to reduce some more. And we'll just make this batch apple butter. So, and I added a little bit of sugar to sweeten it. But yeah, it's starting to run off the spoon a little slower. But yeah, we definitely, like, you'll start seeing where you should be able to, like, make waves and pop it up. So we'll boil that water off. Like I said, it was probably to about here, and we've already got probably like 1/3 of an inch down. So we'll just intermittently stir this so it doesn't go over, and we'll watch it. I had to turn it down to like a 4 because these pans get so hot. But again, we'll reduce this down. We'll make apple butter, and I might add one of those to my jars of stuff that I'm giving out. So we shall see. But yeah, that is apple butter as of right now. It's nice and dark. And someone said, well, what can you do with apple butter? Well, you can put it on toast. Like sometimes you can even, like, if you make a spice apple cake, you can add it to that. You could cut up a fresh apple and make like a cobbler out of it with this, and like a crumb topping, or a quick apple pie even. You know, just toss the apples with this. Oh, it's so yummy. So we're just going to reduce that down, and I will show you how far down we get. Okay guys, so now we're just going to, our apple butter, we did a plate test. So basically, you can still see it. You do a cold plate test and you run your finger through and it just kind of stays there. So it's thinner, but it'll thicken up as it, we put it in the fridge and ours thickens up. And you just want to put this on just like I've done in my other videos. We'll put this into our jar. We're just going to give this a 1/2 inch headspace. This is a recommendation. And I had to hurry up when I realized this batch wasn't going to be applesauce, it was going to be apple butter. I had to hurry up and wash my smaller jars because I had my applesauce jars, and I don't want to make these into quarts. It's just too much. So we're just going to fill these. And we wipe the rim. You don't want anything to stop the seal. I make desserts with this. You can, apple cobblers, you just throw a little bit of fresh apple in there, and it's just wonderful. And again, with so many people in the house, if I put one of these small apple butters in the fridge, kind of like a jelly or a jam, we only open 1 or 2 flavors up at a time, and then when we're done, we switch it around. So we have enough that everybody has. That one might be a little full. Everybody has what they kind of like or what they want. And someone's always happy at different times. So whether it's tri-berry we've made, or blueberry or strawberry or whatever it is, everybody gets a turn at having their kind of thing out. So we're going to see how many of these. I heat my jars right in the water. This is actually the easy part. With apple butter, you have to make sure it just doesn't burn. And I use the rings for guides. Yeah, just do a couple more, yeah. So we only have 2 jars of apple butter left because both my brother-in-laws went through their canned apple butter and they ate it so fast that I was like out, and they both needed another jar. So I'd only made a cup, you know, so many jars of it last time. We might end up going back for more of these apples. We shall see how many jars we can get. I hope we get like 8. That would be enough. The 2 we have, and keep like 4 or 5 on we can give a couple as gifts. So it's funny, his parents keep all my jars. She goes, she's like, this is my pantry, my emergency pantry. All the different stuff that we've given her. So I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna speed it up and just finish as many jars as we can. So this is jar number 8, and it's not quite enough, so I'll just put one of my, I have these leak proof, so when I pop the cap, it's just easier for me to use one of these. So I use one of these, and I'll just keep this in the fridge and we'll have a jar when that cools. I will take, ooh, hot, don't do this at home. I will take 1 out. So we have 7 that we are going to, ooh, very hot. Yeah, always use the little grabbers. Don't, what is it? Do as I say, not as I do. We're gonna put these, drop these in. Oh, I'm trying to do, you want 1 to 2 inches, and once these come to a rolling, ooh, I know you can't see it right this second. Let's let it clear up. Hold on. Once these get to a rolling boil, which they're getting really hot right now, we will process those for 20 minutes. Okay guys, so we filled this pot with cubed apples, and it cooked for like 10 minutes. I did 3/4 cup of water. I cut the water less than half because these are just, I think that was part of the problem. These are a lot, what would you call them, babe? They have a lot more water content, these apples, the Macintosh. So we did that, added some lime juice, or lemon juice, I'm sorry, and then a little bit of sugar. And this one we're not going to do cinnamon, this one we're just going to do regular. And this one was a chunkier, if it has a couple bigger pieces, but all I did was then take my immersion blender and just bzz, 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 and it just broke apart beautifully. So we're just going to leave this as regular applesauce. We still have a whole row, we still have almost half of our apples left, so we'll do more tomorrow, but this is just something that we're doing today. And every once in a while I'll have like a little piece of the skin, which I don't really, not too worried about. And if it has a chunk, those still have to be pressure canned. So this is what it looks like, and we'll go ahead and can that. But first, this has been on for 20 minutes. And see, it's been boiling. So we will take these out of the jar. Don't look at my messy table. I'm getting ready to do baskets for family. We will just let these cool. We're going to speed this up a little bit. I'm going to take these out and start doing the other. We are going to do these in quart jars because it just doesn't, we go through it way too fast to make applesauce and anything. I'm probably going to get 4. I would like to get 5. Maybe I won't even get 4. really like to get 5. And I kept some of these plain, oops. 4. I kept these plain because I will like to have, I hate when it gets wasted. I will have the baby coming at some point, and I would like to just be able to give him some of my own homemade applesauce as opposed to having to buy it. Looks like we're only going to get 4. Oh well. I might actually get a smaller one as well. Guess I can make a couple of small ones. Will you put one of those smaller ones in here to... Smaller ones in there. Yeah, just to warm up in case I need to use it. Ooh, don't waste the applesauce. Yeah, that's something else my husband said. I said, if I don't have enough jars, I can always, nope, it looks like it's just gonna make 4. I can always use it for tomorrow, but I'll probably just I think this is gonna make exactly 4. Maybe enough to have a taste. Oh, no worries. Okay. Alright, so it looks like the applesauce is done. Get these out. To be very careful. So there we go. We got our 4 applesauces. And we got 7, well 8 because one's in the fridge, of our apple butter. So that's what we got tonight. We'll process the other half tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video.